Greetings, family, Facebook family, and friends. This is Reverend Mama Kathy coming to you on Tuesday, which is April the 7th, 2020. I want to start first by saying I am not an astrologer. I do not do charts or any of that. I am, however, a metaphysical minister. And a part of our training as a metaphysical minister is to look at how things align up. And so astrology is a part of that experience. And I like to read about it and dabble about it and see what's going on. So you can hear this and attend to only that which affects you. If you're not interested in astrology, you can just go away right now. But if you happen to have some interest, you might want to hear what I'm saying. So to begin with, January 12th, Saturn and Pluto came into a conjunction, and that colors the entire year. When Saturn and Pluto have come into conjunction in the past, big events have happened. World War I, the Great Depression, World War II, and 9/11. These things happened when Saturn and Pluto came into conjunction. Right now, we are dealing with COVID-19. January 22nd, they came into conjunction. January 12th, they came into conjunction to cover the entire year. So that's where we are with Saturn and Pluto. Wanting you to know that Saturn, when things are in Saturn, that means that there is going to be containment. There's going to be constriction. There's going to be limitation. There's going to be contraction. So that's the Saturn energy. And when Pluto is hooked up with anything, it just magnifies. So here we are with this magnifying energy of containment, constriction, limitation, and contraction. Magnified because Saturn is in Pluto. So tonight, April 7th, we full moon in Libra, a full supermoon in Libra. Tonight at 7:34 p.m. Pacific Time, 10:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3:34 a.m. in the UK. The full supermoon in Libra. So what does that mean? That means that the moon will be closer to the Earth than any other time this year. Full supermoon in Libra. The moon. The moon rules emotions, okay? And Libra happens to be ruled by Venus. Venus is what? Love. So here is an opportunity for us to raise the love vibration, to get in touch with the love in our families and our, significant relationships with our children, our spouses, and others, to really have a deeper appreciation and gratitude for the love that we have in our relationships, be they friendships or soulships or kinships, and also to have a deeper relationship to the love that we have with self. All right? So tonight, in the United States, full supermoon in Libra heightens the love vibration because emotions are ruled by the moon, Libra is ruled by the planet Venus, and this is where we deal with love. So we get to come in contact with love and rise that up. Now, the other thing that is happening has to do with Aquarius. On March 22nd, Saturn moved into Aquarius, and that will go until June 22nd. So we know what Saturn is. A lot of constriction and containment and limitation and contraction. What is Aquarius? Aquarius is about collectivity and community. So when you put the two together, Aquarius, social, community, and all of that, and Saturn, which is constriction, what do you get? You get social distancing. And that's where we are now with the social distancing. But, or I would rather say, and, because of the technology that we have, we are still able to be in community. because of the technology, Facebook, Zoom, Skype, all of that, LinkedIn, whatever you use, Twitter, Instagram. We're able to be in community, which is Aquarius, even though we are distant because of the Saturn energy. All right, I'm looking at my notes. Something else I wanted to say that's going on right now is that we have an opportunity to be kind of social midwives. All right. So that means that in our families and in our communities, we have an opportunity to be the persons who, if we have elevated our vibration, then we have an opportunity to help others with transitions between life and death, between a lower consciousness and a higher consciousness. We need to show up and do what we can do. My experience is if you have gifts and you are not using them to the good of the planet, then you get your ass kicked. You get your butt whooped. So find out what your gifts are and use them to help others. That's what this time is all about, to help others. All right. So that's another point I wanted to make. I'm trying to see, there's so much I could say what's going on astrologically. But I will also say that Libra, which the moon is in Libra, this full supermoon tonight. Libra, as you know, has to do with the scales. It has to do with fairness and justice. I'm okay if you're okay. It's all about the balancing thing, all right? And I believe that we are seeing on many levels this balancing act going on where people are helping others to help balance out. The articles in the paper have been phenomenal. I primarily read the New York Times. That's one of my major papers. But they've been really looking at the disparity when it comes to the numbers of deaths of African Americans in this country with COVID-19 versus other peoples. The numbers are very, very, very high. We are very social people, but we also live closer together than many. We also are on the front lines. Many of us have low wage jobs and we have to be out there and working. I think maybe 1 in 5 Black persons has the opportunity to work at home, which is, a lot of other people are able to work at home if they're on technology or whatever. That's not a lot of African Americans' experience. They are out there going out to work in stores and retail, restaurants, caregiving, daycares, a lot of that. And these are the people who are rapidly, rapidly becoming very ill, and many are not surviving due to pre-existing conditions based on lifestyle. So I see that there is a lot of discussion going on about this. How are we going to address the disparity in healthcare? I see eventually that the energy of the Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, that kind of political energy is going to become stronger and stronger and stronger as Obamacare has shrunk, and we are seeing the need for better healthcare systems and better systems. So this is my prayer that all of this that has come up right now, we need to look at it and take some responsibility for it. So the big question is, do we want things to be as they were? Do we want to go back to the status quo? The same energy that we were living in before, that was complete consumerism and materialism, many disregard for other people's, the racism that is just running rampant, the ageism, all of that. Do we want to go back to that? I don't think so. So I believe that we have to take responsibility for our part in this. And this is a part of something that the mass consciousness created. Why did the mass consciousness create it? So we could have an opportunity to go in, for those of us who are able to retreat, do some serious work, come out of this better. So we've already seen that the air is bluer, is clearer, cleaner. The sky is bluer. The waters are clearer. The activities going on, the strip mining, all this energy challenges that we're having, a lot of that kind of production has been shut down. It can't happen right now. And as a result of that, the planet, Mother Earth, will begin to heal. As she heals, when we come out of this, may we be reminded of what our role is on the planet And maybe the possibility that things will be better. We'll be more sensitive to what's going on. The other thing is that I think many of our values are changing. We're spending less money. We're finding out that we can live on less. We're finding out that we don't have to be racing and running and doing as much as we used to do. We're finding out that in close proximity to our loved ones, if we are not working, that we do have an opportunity to have deeper and richer and more meaningful experiences together. Not only love and intimate experiences, but conversations and opportunities to work on some of the stuff that we need to work on in our own personal relationships. We can become much more connected to ourselves, to others, and to nature. So tonight, with the full supermoon in Libra, April 7th, here in the United States, take some time, go in, deal with your emotional self, share your love with your friends and your family in the best way that you can, considering these times, and know that the planets rule. God rules, the universe rules. The planets have a part in this. And so if you are interested in what's happening astrologically during these times, there are many YouTube videos you can look at, websites you can go to. But it is no coincidence that we are dealing with what we're dealing with based on the energy that occurred when Saturn and Pluto hooked up on January 12th to create a major shift in what's happening in this world. God bless you and keep you. Peace.